What's up, Amazon sellers? Making a top supplier list for your Amazon business is an absolute essential part of any Amazon online arbitrage business because it gives you a competitive advantage that you need to scale your Amazon business to new heights. Stay tuned because today I'm going to share with you my top 100 list and show you how to make your own. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson. I've been selling on Amazon now for 5 years doing online arbitrage. Now in the UK, I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller, check that out. And in the USA, I've done 6 figures since we started, check that out. Now hopefully this year we're going to be opening into a new marketplace, and if you're interested in learning how I've done it, what I'm doing, and what I'm going to be doing in the future, then make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Okay, so in this video today, I'm going to talk about supplier lists, building supplier lists, but if you are quite simply just here to download the top 100 supplier list, then what I will say is have a look at the links down below and you can download my free 100 top supplier list, which is the top 100 suppliers that I have used in my business to help me grow my Amazon USA arbitrage business. Check that out. You can jump to it right now, just get it, and obviously skip the rest of the video. But what I will say is I do believe that it's really, really important to build your own one. Hence why I'd say do watch the video because I think it's going to help you. So first things first, number one, why should you make your own supplier list? If you're thinking about making your own supplier list, the one thing you got to really consider is we are all different. The deals that you buy, what you're looking for in an arbitrage deal or an opportunity to buy low, resell high for your business, it's probably going to be slightly different to me. I might be like finding products which are a bit more niche, maybe like high volume, faster sales rate. Maybe I'll take a lower profit. For example, you might be looking for something which is like higher profit, maybe slower volume. You're happy with that. Now, suppliers which I'm going to be sourcing from are going to be different from the suppliers that you are sourcing from. By collecting the information about those suppliers which are working for your business is going to really help you scale because you know what is working. Now, the reason why is super, super important because if you understand what is working in your business and you do more of that, then you are just, by building that list, then you are going to find the good deals from the good suppliers and you're going to be able to keep going back time and time again. And this is just key to growing a successful and profitable Amazon business. So by building that supplier list, which is relevant for you, is super important because it helps you understand which stores and which suppliers are helping you find the deals which make you the most amount of money. Now, this leads me nicely onto my second chapter, which is about identifying which type of seller you are. Now, just a quick thing, I've been selling on Amazon USA now for, call it, say 10 months, and we've already done 270,000 in sales, $250,000 US, but I already have 5 years experience in selling on Amazon. And with this, the types of deals that I'm going to be purchasing are going to be different to the types of deals that maybe a new seller might be purchasing. Why? Because quite simply, if you're going to be looking, I might be looking for like more volume. Now I'm going to be looking for like a faster turnaround in my money and my products and the results. And the types of deals that I'm going to be looking for are going to be different to what maybe a new seller is looking for. They might be looking for like a higher ROI, maybe not such a quick turnaround, but also as well, they need to get more ROI out of the products investing because maybe they've got less capital and they might be gated in a lot of the products that I am, and hence we'd be looking for different types of products and hence different suppliers. Now, quite simply, this leads me on nicely to understanding about what type of seller you are. Generally speaking, there are 2 types of sellers and you can be anywhere in between those 2 types of sellers. Now, the first one is going to be, should we say, generally people with high cash. They're probably going to be looking at focusing more on volume, faster selling items, buying bigger bulk. This is like me, what we do in my UK business. We do a lot of this. We're looking for maybe less profit per item, much more sales volume and higher speed of turning. But also as well, they're going to be slower types of sellers, maybe new sellers who are looking for more profitable items that maybe don't sell as fast, but they're going to make more money per sale as a percentage than maybe I would as a fast one. Now, you're not 1 or 2, you can be anywhere in between that. But what is interesting enough is, and what does that mean for you? Well, it means that the types of suppliers that we are going to are going to be different because we are looking for different types of deals. Now, this is why it's important for you to have your own supplier list and to start building that, because by building your own supplier list, it's going to help you understand what are the top suppliers that are working for your business that are going to help you grow. And you know what? My top suppliers might not necessarily be the top suppliers for you. Just keep that in mind. Now, this leads me nicely on to my third chapter, which is about how to actually build your own supplier list. If you haven't already, should we say, purchased anything, what you're looking to do first of all is to find some deals that are going to work for your business. Now, the one thing which I'll say for you is you're going to start looking for deals that you are purchasing, not deals that you will find. And that's a very important distinction. We're not interested in deals that you're finding, it's only deals that you're actually buying. That's the criteria. Now, from those, you need to build a list of all those deals. So Excel spreadsheet, super simple, what you're buying, and also the supplier store, the deals that you've purchased. And again, the purchase point. Now, what you're looking to do is build up a picture of which deals that you're purchasing, and then obviously you're going to start seeing which stores those deals are coming from. Now, by building up that picture, that list of different stores is going to be really key to help you understanding which stores are really working for you. Now, what I probably advise you at least is you've got to get to at least 100 deals purchased before you start analyzing which stores. Why? Because you might buy like 5 deals, see that one store's like you bought 2 of them from, and think that's your best store. Well, it's just really not the point. Like, you haven't had enough sample of the market to see which suppliers are working. There might be a supplier out there which is much better, but you're spending all your time on this like store that's only found you 2 deals. They might be the only 2 deals in the entire store. So do make sure you're found and purchased at least 100 deals straight away before you start going back, looking at which suppliers are working better for you. Now, the one thing which I will say is when you do look at that, do spend a bit more time on those stores, but don't spend all your time. Continue adding to that list, building it, and then obviously what you're going to do is continue to grow that new supplier list and adding new suppliers in. Now, when you're looking for new suppliers, you might be asking the question, what am I looking for when I look for a new supplier? Well, generally speaking, I have a kind of criteria that we go for that kind of helps us find new suppliers, and I'll share them now with you that hopefully kind of give you a good idea. First things first, number one, I'm generally looking for a big range of products. Quite simply, this means you can buy lots of stock, and as a result of buying lots of stock, you can negotiate better prices, or maybe they might have discounts on them, and that's going to really help you out get good prices. They're selling lots of products, they're probably buying lots of products, and they get better buying prices. Now, number two, I'm looking for sites with clearance sections. I love clearance sections. They just make it easy because you can jump in, start having a look for those deals that are going to just be discounted straight away. It's going to improve your sourcing and obviously find new deals straight away, saves you time. But then maybe obviously if they've got great deals there, I can go to the main store and continue sourcing there as well. Now, the third one I'm looking for is good delivery. I want to make sure that, when I found a deal, I can get it shipped to my house, my prep center as quickly as possible, and preferably for free, although I'm not too worried, but time is my biggest factor. If I'm shipping something from China and it's super cheap, it takes 3 months, it's not worth it. It really isn't. Time is my important one. So the longer your stocks are not listed on Amazon, the more the chance that the buy box is going to go down, things are going to happen. You want to find it, get it shipped, get it in Amazon, get it on sale, and get it sold ASAP. Now, the fourth thing I'm looking for, really, especially for me, I'm really looking for them to be able to allow me to order a large quantity of stock. When I find a good deal, I want to be able to buy a lot, and I mean a lot. And when I like it, that is something that I really want to be able to do. So if I'm finding a supplier where maybe they can only allow me to buy like 3, I'm just like, why am I bothering spending my time looking for deals knowing that I can only buy 3? Why don't I go spend my time on a supplier who, when I found a deal, maybe I can buy 10, 100, maybe 1,000. Now that is the kind of volume that I want to be talking about. Now, the fifth one I want to be looking at, if I can, is big discounts. Some websites run voucher code offers, which I really like, and they're regularly running them. This means that I can come in and just buy those items really well and obviously make profit. Now, the one thing I really love about voucher codes as well is that sourcing software doesn't pick up on them because obviously they're not listed. You have to apply it afterwards. So you have generally less competition. I quite like that as well. Top tip there. Now, quite simply, when you found, maybe a new supplier, go do some sourcing with it, try to find some deals and add those products and those deals into a basket, especially when we talk about like voucher codes. What I would say is just test that those voucher codes are working, test that the supplier is working. Can you buy lots? Is it allowing you to put lots into the basket, more than 3? And just test out that supplier to make sure it kind of everything seems right and it meets your criteria. Once you're happy with that initial kind of like test basket, and I'm not actually even saying purchase, just kind of get to the checkout stage, then you can go back and actually start looking for more deals which are working for you. But the one thing, building that supplier list, once you understand which suppliers work for you, you can then spend more time on them and obviously find more profits and grow your Amazon business. Okay, so today we're talking about building supplier lists. Now, the one thing which I'll say is getting started on Amazon does take time. The time is the one thing we just don't have enough of in this life. 24 hours a day, that is it. Now, if you are worried about time, maybe you're finding it challenging to find deals, a really top tip I'd recommend is looking at FastTrackFBA leads. What do? We put every single deal onto our web portal. You come in, you review them, and then you can see everything about them. Now, quite simply, when you found a deal you like, you buy tokens and then you exchange voucher tokens for the deals, and you get the supplier URL and the Amazon ASIN. You get to pick and choose what you want, and it works for you. So if you want to buy a lot now, maybe wait a week, you can do that. And it's a great way to get started finding deals that you like, and hence finding suppliers which are going to help you out as well. Leads lists are amazing opportunities to find 1 or 2 deals, and then obviously go and find more deals from the supplier through manual sourcing methods. Trust me, they're completely game-changing, and FastTrackFBA leads can really help speed up this process. I'll drop a link down below. Check it out. I think you're going to love it. Okay, so this leads me nicely onto my 4th chapter, and that is the top 100 USA stores list. Now, what I will say is that I'm going to show you now the top 100 stores list, which you can download for free, and obviously there'll be a link down below in the description that you can get it. So let's jump onto the computer now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through the free version, and then also as well, I'm going to talk you through a paid for version, which gives you a lot more information, which might be useful for you if you're looking for like certain types of deals, and I'll explain what I mean by that and how the information can help you. So let's jump on the computer now. Okay, so here we are right now, just onto the computer. Now, the one thing which I'll say is what we've done is we've taken those top 100 suppliers. You know, for the last $250,000 we did in sales, we looked at all the suppliers we were looking at, and that was from us being gated in a lot of brands, obviously now through into being pretty ungated in most things. Now, quite simply, what we've done is we've worked out the total number of deals that we've purchased, and again, purchased is the key one. We've ordered them in, so it's the most popular or the best store down to the least, and then we've taken the top 100 and we've just ordered them now in supplier name and put them onto this sheet. So if you're looking to get started on Amazon USA doing online arbitrage, these stores are good stores that we have been buying deals from, and they have really made a difference. So do go through that and have a look. Now, the one thing which I will just add is both the free and the paid for version we're continually updating. So maybe if the one that you download is slightly different to this, don't worry, the one you have will be the updated version. Maybe this video is slightly out of date. So do not worry. But this is quite simply the list of those top 100 suppliers is going to help you out and really support you in growing your business. Check it out in the description down below. One thing which I will say, and I mentioned it earlier on, is we do have a paid for version. Now, quite simply, what have we done? Well, we took those 100 top suppliers and we've kept them in the original order of, should we say, the one that works the most. Now, the one thing which I'll say for you is the number 1 best store is multiples. And I mean like 10 times, we find 10 times more deals from the number 1 store than we do from like the 90th best store. So just by knowing what those top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 top stores are, and focusing on those, that could really help you. But not only that, but also as well having insights into what the kind of results we're seeing from those stores around the market conditions, the sales rank, the buy box price, the sale price, the profitability of those products. That's going to really help you focus in your business as well. So what I'll do now is I'll jump back onto the computer and we'll show you what the paid for version looks like and what data you get, and also how you can use it to help grow your business quicker. Okay, so here we are onto the paid for version. Now, the one thing I've done, obviously, is I've, should we say, removed the supplier name and the URL. So obviously you can't see them. They are only available for paying customers. And obviously it'll be on the same link down below. If you do want to get this, you can just scroll down a bit further once you click through that link, and you can obviously buy this. Now, the one thing which I'll say is, again, this is the top 100 suppliers. And again, they're in the proper rank order of the most profitable, or should we say, the supplier which gives us the most number of deals. You might be asking, what's the extra advantage of having this information? Well, like I said, number 1, if you know which suppliers give you more deals than others, that's just going to speed up the number of deals you're getting. Now, number 2 are the insights, and I want to share them with you now. So the information we share on this sheet is quite simple. So we give you average buy price. Now, the one thing which I'll say is if maybe you've got a lower budget, you might want to look for a lower budget supplier. For example, supplier 4, their average buy price of the deals we're buying is a lot lower than, should we say, by supplier 1, at least half the price. So less money, obviously less investment. Now, that is something to think about, but maybe you've got a lot more money and you want to buy higher products. Obviously, more higher products mean generally more profit if it's the same percentage. And obviously, you might want to look at supplier 1. That's a pretty good supplier there, and you might want to miss supplier 4. Now, with that in mind, we can look at sale price as well. And here we can see like supplier 1, nearly $30 average. We'd even go down to supplier 9, $45 average sale price. Obviously, generally speaking, if they're all doing the same ROI or margin at the same sale price, supplier 9 is going to give you more cash profits than, should we say, something like supplier 4, only $18. That's going to be a lot easier. And generally speaking, if you think about it, supplier 9, one deal from supplier 9 is going to be equal to about 2.5 deals from supplier 4 at spend and revenue. Okay, so the next column we've got here is while we talked about the sale price at the point of sale, we've now done the 90-day average sale price. So what we're trying to look at is the consistency in the buy box price. So the close, what we're looking at that is, so you can say here like 45, well it averages about 42 on average. So the closer these are together, they're generally the more consistent it is. And that's something just to consider. Now the other one you might want to really consider is about the sales rank. Sales rank is about velocity of sales. Let's say for example right now you're a new seller. Maybe you're looking for things that are just like a bit seller, or should I say a bit slower, and the net result is that you probably want a higher sales rank. So if we come down, you can see here supplier 9, 105 average sales rank, or maybe you've got a lot more cash, you want to turn that money quicker. Or what do you want? Well, you want a lower sales rank. So we come back down here, again, supplier 4, 38,000 average sales rank. That means that selling significantly quicker than supplier 9, and the net result is obviously you're going to be able to turn your money quicker on average with the deals from supplier 4 versus deals from supplier 9. Now the other ones we look at here, average profit now, that's at the point we sold it, but then also as well, average profit over the last 90 days. So at the point we sold it, if we were to sell at any point over that, using the 90-day price, what would happen? So quite simply here, we've got like £10, supplier 9, or $10, sorry, and then the last 90 days, they're going to average out most of the deals we're finding about $12.56, which is a really significant price point. And again, you might go down to like, here we go, supplier 3, only $3.88. So you might say, actually, supplier 3 is maybe not one that I want to spend so much money on because I'm getting less profit per unit. And actually I'm going to be focusing on supplier 9. That's going to help you out in your business. Now the other one and the final one we kind of share with you is the average number of FBA sellers on that product when we found them. Well, quite simply, from supplier 7, 10.3. Now what does that mean? Well, that means there's more competition. More competition probably means the buy box changing. Maybe it's it's going to be more competition on the pricing, something to consider. Now, for example, here supplier 2, 3 average FBA sellers. So if you were to find deals from supplier 2, that is going to give you significantly less competition on average than someone like, should we say, supplier 7 at 10.3. So you can see there that this sheet not only gives you the order of the suppliers which are giving us the most number of deals, but also as well gives you a lot more insights into what those deals are actually delivering on average across the marketplace over time, which can help you maybe focus on certain suppliers more than others, and you understand why. Now, again, what I will say is if you're interested in both the free and the paid for list, there is one link down below. Click on that at the top, you'll get the free list, and down below on that link, you'll be able to get the paid for one and obviously get that as well. Now, this leads me nicely onto my 5th chapter, and that's some honest feedback about USA suppliers. Now, look, I've been selling on Amazon now, I started in 2021, and we've probably done 10 months, and we've done about $250,000 US in sales. And as you can see, making that amount of money, and I'll say it now, it's not been easy. And if you've been following my journey, it's definitely not been easy. We've had so many problems, in being able to reach that number of sales and just dealing with a new marketplace. Now, with this in mind, if you're going to ask me about my honest opinion on, suppliers in Amazon USA, what I'm going to say is that, looking in comparison to the UK over to the USA is the fact that there's a lot more range to buy from. We find some really random products, and the USA marketplace is a lot bigger, and I really like that. But also I think as well, a couple of things that we have really seen, some suppliers do reject orders, and there's a couple of top tips I can share with you. Number 1, use VPNs when you do that. And then also number 2 is reach out to the supplier. Sometimes it's automatic. You can actually get them to manually override it and they'll do the orders. But then the third top tip I'll just say for you, same as we do in the UK, at the end of the day, if they're not willing to take your order, they don't sell to resellers, just say thank you very much for letting me know and move on. It's not worth wasting your time. There are other suppliers out there who do want your money, will sell in bulk and probably give you a discount as well. But I think, on reflection, it's actually not been a bad experience, but there's so much opportunity out there. And I think, people talk about, is Amazon dead? No, not at all. There is still so much opportunity, and these suppliers are really working for us. Now, what I will say is finding suppliers is challenging and it does take time, and finding good suppliers is actually hard. But what is even harder than finding good suppliers is actually finding those profitable products in those suppliers to sell. Now, if you want to learn more about finding profitable products, which are really going to help you obviously to sell, what I'll do is I'll leave a playlist around here called Different Sourcing Techniques, which you can do for your Amazon business. These are it's a playlist of all the sourcing techniques we use in my business and more. Check it out. I think it's going to really help you to use on those top 100 suppliers. Now, hopefully you've liked this video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more, do hit the subscribe button down below. But for myself, Thomas Parkinson, and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.